Hey guys! Guess what's coming out? Portal 2. Never heard of the first Portal? Click on the annotation at the top right corner of this video to learn more. For the rest of you, let's learn a little more about thinking with portals. Thought you knew everything there is to know about thinking with portals? Think again. Portal 2 will continue to challenge players to traverse rooms in unusual manners using the Aperture Science handheld portal device, also known as the portal gun. However, along with many familiar challenges, you may be surprised to find tons of new devices and puzzles in Portal 2. However, one thing that hasn't changed is the sarcastic artificial intelligence computer system, GLaDoS. But what's the deal? I thought we killed GLaDoS. I mean, sure, she was backed up on tons of personality cores, but we tore her into pieces and threw them into a fire. Literally. She even told us that in her song Still Alive. And wasn't Chell destroyed alongside GLaDoS? At the end of Portal, we see that GLaDoS remains functional. Dormant, but functional. And in a patch, just before the sequel's official announcement, the ending of the first game shows Chell being dragged away by an unseen figure with a robotic voice and being placed in stasis. In Portal 2, we return as Chell, who, having been in stasis for several hundred years, while GLaDoS and the rest of the Aperture Science facility has slowly fallen apart, awakes in what seems to be a motel room. She is then led by a robotic voice through some tests and put to sleep. When she again regains consciousness, it appears that quite a few years have passed. This is when the player is introduced to Wheatley, a personality sphere who helps Chell escape as the room changes location. And she eventually finds herself back in the test chamber she got to know so well in Portal. As it turns out, Wheatley is one of GLaDoS's many personality cores that has become active and independent from GLaDoS in the many years that she's lay dormant. The two stumble across the dormant GLaDoS and accidentally wake her. GLaDoS then begins to rebuild the Aperture Science facility and puts Chell through more tests in an effort to put our differences behind us, for science, you monster. Among the many new devices and challenges are the excursion funnel, aerial faith plates, thermal discouragement beams, pneumatic diversity vents, and their repulsion and propulsion gels. The excursion funnel acts as a beam that allows the player or objects to sort of float along the current of the beam. The aerial faith plates are like trampolines. They make you jump across the room. The thermal discouragement beams are laser beams that, well, discourage you from taking a certain course without using a certain strategy to redirect the beams. The pneumatic diversity vents suck any object that's in its immediate vicinity into it, and the repulsion gel is a blue paint-like substance that makes anything that touches it jump off it. And the propulsion gel is an orange paint-like substance that, well, propels you. It acts sort of like ice, in that if you start running on it, it will propel you in whatever direction you run. Another one of the new features available in Portal 2 is a two-player mode, in which two people play as robots that GLaDoS has made become self-aware. This two-player mode requires players to work together with their own portal guns in order to complete each level. Portal 2 is going to be released April 18th by Valve through both retail and Steam, and is available for Microsoft Windows and Mac OS X. PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 versions of the game will also be distributed by Electronic Arts. I hope you enjoyed this segment on Portal 2. If you enjoyed this kind of scripted run-through, let me know. If you didn't, we'll go back to what I used to do, which was ramble. When it comes out, I plan on getting it and recording it for you guys as I play through it. So look forward to that, and hopefully, I will see you all very soon. And in a patch just for as it turns out, Wheatley is one of GLaDoS's Fuck you! Hello? Okay, I'll be right out. Portal 2 is going to be released April 18th by Valve through both Steam and retail. Portal 2 is going to be released April 18th by Valve through both retail and Steam, and is available for Microsoft Windows and Mac, yeah, it's available for Mac too. Funnel, aerial faith plates, thermal discouragement beams, pneumatic diversity vents. My god. Another one of the new features available in Portal 2 is a two-player mode, in which two people play as robots that GLaDoS has made become... Another one of the new features in... hope you enjoyed this segment on Portal 2. If as a guess, again, I'm not